Welcome back. We're here with assistant coach Steve Gansey. Steve, welcome to the show again.
Thank you. I love being on the show.
I can tell you do, and we love having you.
The professor is here.
Yes. So, college can begin. Let's take a look at the D-League Showcase. Culminated last week, actually had 3 wins, and that isn't easy to do when you're only playing 2 scheduled games. 3 wins last week of the Showcase. Talk about those.
Well, we're actually the only team to ever win 3 games at the Showcase, considering only teams can play 2 games, but we had the protested game. Yeah, we ended up being very happy with 3 wins. We played a really tough team in Santa Cruz who was really big and made some adjustments at halftime when we went small with Sadio Rojas playing the 4. Ended up winning that game, and then we played a tough Tulsa team, which was our 3rd game, and it was a great game, and then we won our protested one against Texas.
Okay, now the protested game, so that takes a loss out of the loss column, puts it back into the win column, so it was a 2-game spread there because you'd already been saddled with the loss in the standings. So that helps for playoff position right there.
Yeah, of course. You know, as some people may know, every win counts, especially down the stretch. So that was definitely something that we were very intrigued about, and we were looking forward to it. You know, we only had .9, but we wanted to treat it like it was an actual game, and we ended up not getting that play with .9, and we ended up winning it in overtime with the 3 minutes.
Now, recently, we played 5 out of the last 6 nights. How much of a grind is that for the players, and how do they cope? What's their usual game day routine like? And I'm sure it's got to be upset when you have this many games packed that close together.
Yeah, you know, part of Coach Henry and I's job is to really manage the players and understand when they're tired and when to push them. And like you said, having 5 games in 6 nights, guys are a little bit banged up. They're bruised, and you know, our practices are shorter. You know, we may only go live for about 30-35 minutes, and everything else is just getting a lot of shots up. But we definitely have to see that. We want to keep everyone healthy for the rest of the season.
Now, Saturday night against Iowa at the Coliseum, it came down to Ramon Harris with the ball behind the arc, time running out. He launches his shot. What was going through your mind on the bench?
Well, you know, Ramon has a lot of confidence right now, and he's shooting the ball very well. You know, at the end, Chris Porter and Ramon kind of did a little offense-defense substitution, and when Ramon got in there, Coach ran a great play and set Ramon up for a wide-open 3, and you know, I was holding Coach Henry pretty close because I just knew that ball was going in, and right when it went in, it was awesome. It was a great feeling, and everyone was excited.
Now, something that happens in the D-League quite often, NBA players do come down and filter into the D-League rosters. When this happens, there's got to be a little bit of an upset in the team chemistry. We had this with some Pistons players coming down. Talk about their contribution, how they mixed in with the players, and how the current players took having to maybe have a little bit less time on the court.
Yeah, well, you know, the first time the players were assigned, Peyton and Tony, there obviously is some chemistry off, but that's why we have to have practice. That's why we have shoot-arounds to get those guys acclimated as quickly as possible. You know, we don't have a lot of time, but the time that we do have, we want to teach them every single philosophy that we have. But you know, and it's very important to tell our guys that these guys are part of our team now, and they're here to help us. So, you know, some guys we have to have individual conversations with just to let them know that, hey, you still are a big part of our team, and you need to welcome these NBA guys as quickly as possible.
And of course, a couple of guys that have worn Mad Ants uniforms in the past, Darnell Lazar and also Tony Mitchell, return to the roster. That's got to be a big help. Yeah,
anytime you can upgrade your roster at any point in the season is huge. There's a lot of influx in talent throughout the league, and when Darnell and Tony wanted to join us, we just said, of course. You know, Darnell was a 2-time All-Star, and Tony was a Rookie of the Year last year for us and second leading scorer in the league. So, but you know, they are still getting used to understanding Coach Henry and I's new philosophies, because they haven't been here since last year with Tony, and then 2 years with Darnell. So we're just getting them acclimated as quickly as possible, but we're very happy to have them.
Well, as always, Steve, thanks for taking time out and joining us on the set here at Inside the Anthill. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, we're heading into another break. Coming up later, we put Chris Porter on the bench. But next, Last Saturday night's hero, Ramon Harris, joins me on set. Stay with us.